Shalom to the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostle nails, the great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, have mercy upon you. Alright, y'all. Got a video here. And I'm going to point out a major point that most people just fail to call out. And the name of this video here is on this guy's page named Legion of Men. He appeared to be a so-called white guy, but he could be a Hispanic. I don't know. But he has a little over 500,000 K subscribers. And this particular video is that that most people, and people love dancing around. See, that was wrong with American people, right? They always dance around. Instead of them just saying what it is, they love dancing around the subject. Love dancing around the subject. Love dancing around what's in other words, America teach you to be whores and liars. That's what they play teacher. But it's a black panelist loses it after a white woman explains black fatigue. Huh? We all think loses it, right? But I didn't watch the whole video. They might be talking about earlier. I didn't see the so-called white woman explain black fatigue. But we are always, just like you all fail. You know what? Let's just hear the video real quick. And I'll go in whatever.
Fatigue. So this stuff is going viral recently. Of course, you've seen probably tons of reactions to it, but let's get into it.
Black fatigue, it has recently been turned into a feeling that some white and black people have who say they are damn tired of foolishness of some black people. The claims of racism from sunup to sundown, loud talking, fighting, and the list goes.
Who does that sound like? Before we even get in this damn video, who the hell does that sound like? The so-called black woman. Huh? Let's roll this back. Who does sound like here? They're always taking all of us and putting us in a damn boat, and you know, and it's not. I know it's not all, but it's most. It's most. Who's loud and crazy as hell? Listen again. Listen here.
Of course, you've seen probably tons of reactions to it, but let's get into it.
Black fatigue, it has recently been turned into a feeling that some white and black people have who say they are damn tired of foolishness of some black people. The claims of racism from sunup to sundown, loud talking, fighting, and the list goes on.
Who is that? Again, I must say, who's loud talking, always claiming that they're being racially filed against, who never take accountability. E, that's you, E. That's women, period. But, you know, I'm a so-called black man. So my focus is on Eve. That's who my focus is on. Why my focus is on her? Because she's the reason we all die now. For those of you all can give a damn what the scriptures say, I pinpoint scriptures. And scriptures is what? It's the ways of the Lord. The true way of the Lord. Whether you agree or not, I'm reading the scriptures. Let's hear that one more time. I'm going to let it play out.
Fatigue. So this stuff is going viral recently. Of course, you've seen probably tons of reactions to it, but Let's get into it.
Black fatigue, it has recently been turned into a feeling that some white and black people have who say they are damn tired of foolishness of some black people. The claims of racism from sunup to sundown, loud talking, fighting, and the list goes on. Not my list now, keep that in mind. But some people are tired of the complaints and don't give a damn. Here's what one TikTok user had to say about it.
Not racist, and I know y'all been told this is racist, but it's not. It's not racist to call black people out for their behavior and what they're doing to society at this moment. I'm glad people are noticing this because it's been so many years and it's finally catching up to y'all. I've been trying to tell y'all that white people.
Y'all who? Y'all who? See, even though Eve's, some of y'all try to call it out, but you ain't saying who it is. You never saying who it is. Just you dancing around the damn subject. Like everybody, we talking about the white man, but afraid to say the white man. Always dancing around Eve, the so-called black woman, and always dancing around the so-called white man. Y'all dance around that shit all the time, man. Let's say what it is. Just like I'm going to sit here and call the so-called white man the fucking devil of the earth, and that's what he is. Eve is right hand in hand with the damn devil. And she's wicked as hell. She's wickeder than that goddamn so-called white man. Why? It's evident. This is who everybody talking about. But no one is really just calling it ain't no damn all black people. Just like it ain't all black women. But most of them, it's wicked as hell. And they just don't call each other out. They do not take accountability for their actions.
People are tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all too, but...
You know Harbor Freight.
That fucking y'all shit. That y'all shit. Always dancing around that y'all shit.
Everybody, the world is getting sick of y'all and y'all's... I'm so glad this day is here. I've been trying to get out there that you people need help. It's me, but me and other black conservatives. We've been trying to warn society that this is what it's going to come to when y'all keep coddling black people.
All righty, are her feelings valid? Joining us to talk about it, Dr. Angela Jones, political analyst, Angela Box, activist, Eugene.
Look at them. They know what they're talking about. Especially different right here. Look at different right here. Look at different right here. Look at her look. That little rock. She knows exactly who they talking about, but guess what? They ain't calling it out. It's two of them up here. Two so-called black women, a white woman, and a black man and a white man. Look at everybody just looking off. But these two right here, stone-faced like hell. They know who we talking about. And guess what? Let's see who's going to do most of the talking.
Gene Howard, filmmaker Sean Welling, and conservative M. Williams. We want to thank you all for joining us here on The Factor. First of all, let's define what black fatigue is supposed to be, Dr. Jones.
Black fatigue is supposed to be just and I'm trying to make it as short as possible. Basically, society is saying that they're tired of how black people are blaming things that have happened to us historically in the past on what's happening today. And they are also now adding different things that they have seen.
See how she changed the whole subject up? No, the whole issue and point was it's just black people. And ain't nobody said nothing about no past, no hangings. Now, we know all of that. We talking about up to date. That people are getting tired of you all loud and loud mouth. You can't go anywhere without you don't tip nobody. And always calling someone broke or dusty or bum. When guess what? When you're the actual broke, dusty, and the bum.
In society to that behavior as well. As she said, like loud mouthing or maybe, using certain words or certain behaviors in public. So that's basically the definition in the...
No, it isn't. She got it completely wrong. Everybody's talking about hood booger activities. That's what it is.
See, even the guy, the host guy, the guy right here, Legend of Men, he ain't even calling it out. He's not even calling it out. Hood booger. See, he give it a hood booger. He talking about a so-called black woman. But he's just afraid to say it.
Yes, if you know the ghetto hood culture. Loud, obnoxious, making a scene, disrespectful, disturbing the peace, causing problems, fights, shootouts, shit like that. Emotional train wrecks wherever they.
Who is that? Even Jake, the so-called, even when the so-called black man is going off, 9 times out of 10, he's what? He's defending the honor of who? Of a so-called Eve, a so-called black woman. How many so-called black men have died and blood spilled on the pavement, from them putting them one against one another, or calling the police on them? They're afraid to call this out. So this shit here is very irritating. This is why when I see this shit, I have to call it out what it is. All that trying to be politically correct and trying to put all black people in the same definition with a so-called black woman is fucked up. Because they are the loud ones, they are the ignorant ones, they are the ones that can't go nowhere, on no cruise, no trip, nowhere. They can't go nowhere without them being loud, obnoxious, and them just people just tired of them.
They go super reactive, just ignorant in general, ignorant behavior. Now, what everybody's saying when they say black fatigue, because you'll get called racist from basically 2 classes of people: the hood boogers who engage in this kind of behavior, and then white liberals, mostly women. For some reason, you'll see this on social media. There's deranged white women that are absolutely latching onto this issue and becoming like the white savior and trying to apologize on behalf of white people. And then you got the actual hood boogers themselves engaging in this kind of activity. Think of Latondre and Quantishas.
Who is that? LaQuande and Quantisha. You talking about black women? Just say what it is. Just say what it is. Say African American women. You ain't got to say black women. Just say African American women. He just called what? Hood names of what? Of so-called black women, man. But he's not calling it out.
Know what I mean when I say shit like that. This isn't just the white people are tired. Asians are tired. Other blacks are tired. Everybody, all other
Asian people. Who the Asian people deal with, y'all? Because Eve always in the Asian shop getting her nails done. Who is we talking about? All this talking around and talking in circles, man. This shit is what is we just tired of it. All this talking in circles, man. Talking in circles around and tiptoeing around the so-called black woman and the so-called white man. This shit is ridiculous. They both are the demons of the earth, and they are the worst. They are the worst two here on earth. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and Eve, wicked asses.
Hispanics are tired. It doesn't matter. There's a certain people, hood boogers, and these hood boogers exist from all races, by the way. There's like hood booger versions of white people, of poor Asian people, of Hispanic people. We hate loud, obnoxious, rude, disrespectful people that cannot behave out in public and cause a scene and destroy the atmosphere. This is what we're talking about. It's just really predominant in black culture because it dominates black culture, from movies to music, like rap and all that stuff. It's actively pushed in the black community. So hood boogerness has spread and become the main way to, quote, behave. It's the main messaging that they're pushing. So it dominates the community. But for hardworking blacks that make a good living, that don't act like hood boogers and don't engage in that kind of shit anyways at all, they're also sick of it. And they're getting...
See, let me go up a little so let the panelists talk. Because this all he doing is he just putting his spiel on, and he's talking and dancing around the overall subject of what I'm talking about. See, it's just here again.
Black people, the upstanding ones that have to deal with family members like this, people in their own community like this, because they have the closest proximity to the hood booger mentality. This is all it is.
A short sense.
Do we get anywhere with that, with this conversation?
No. This absolutely...
Okay, good night, folks.
I mean, the thing is, it's an absolutely pointless conversation. It's like, okay, so now what? Thank you for letting us know that there's a new fancy word of you saying that you're tired of black people. Mm-hmm. And you put it on the internet, and now people are co-signing on it, including with the way the environment is already. But it's okay. You put a nice new name to it, and now you feel like it's okay to say. And it's not going to do anything for anybody to now pander this term around, to pass it on in the internet and put it in people's mouth and make people feel encouraged to say, I have black fatigue. But when we're all tired, when I'm saying, oh, we're all tired of something and somewhere, there's always something. So this is not actually.
Yeah, but you can't look at social media and say, where are the white people doing this XYZ video you see? Where are the Asians doing this? Where are the Hispanics doing this? It's a very specific group of people doing a very specific thing within a community. The hood boogers. They have a specific behavior. Now it's dragging down the rest of the image of the rest of the black community, and that's unfortunate. But they're...
Who is he talking about? Who is he talking about? He talking about Eve. That's who he talking about.
Denounced by normal upstanding citizens that happen to be black. They don't want to be a part of that. They don't want the first thing they do when you get money is you get out of the hood. Why? Because you want to get away from the hood mentality. That booger mentality that keeps you poor, keeps you trapped. This is what it is. Anybody, I lived in Atlanta, bro. I went to school. Most of my friends were black. Most of my friends were selling dope or coke or whatever it was by 8th grade. Some were carrying guns. I've seen it all. Went to school like.
You know what? Let me show you. Let me do this for this video. I be listening to the brother. What his name? God damn it. Anger Man. I got a video here. I think. Well, actually got two of them I want to play. Let's play this one right here with Anger Man first. See, accountability, man. That's the whole thing. They never take accountability for their actions. Never. Never. Where I'm at? Right here. Listen to this here. Listen to this here, y'all. Oh, let me get it. Why it ain't up?
Accountability, or we simply won't take accountability.
Hold up. Y'all just give me, bear with me. Let me get this. I ain't not take this damn thing back here. I hate this phone. Okay, we just started right here.
That's a dig. That's their way of insulting us. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't care. They really don't care. You want me to tell you how I know it's a dig or...
Let me start this over. Let me start this over, y'all. 1 second. Let me start this over. Now I got it. Here we go.
Ladies, let me let y'all know something. When you hear men saying that women don't know how to take accountability or we simply won't take accountability, that's a dig. That's their way of insulting us. Because 9 times out of 10, they don't care. They really don't care. You want me to tell you how I know it's a dig or it's an insult to our character? Because they can't even recognize that that's what we're already doing. When we take accountability for our relationships that failed or the shit that we went through in our relationships, taking accountability looks like what most women are starting to do now. They're stepping back from the dating scene. They're taking more time for themselves to self-reflect. And basically, some of them, a lot of them really, including myself, we just realized that dating is really not for us.
Amazing. Simply amazing. Your entire video is the definition of not taking accountability.
Ladies, let me let y'all know something. When you
literally, man, literally.
Women don't know how to take accountability.
Hold up. Literally, her entire video is what she said is her taking accountability. You see how simple it is for I mean, they just, what that precept is, Job 39, Job 39 and 17, which is because God, thy power has what? Deprived her of wisdom. Neither has he imparted to her understanding. They have no understanding at all. There ain't no understanding. And they always trying to talk and sound deep. Always wants to be right. But they'll take it and flip it on you and say, you wrong. You this and you that. This is what we have. This is what we have to choose from, fellas. This is what we have to choose from. And it's nothing. Let's hear a little more.
amigos and all that. I grew up in Gwinnett County. I'm from that area. I've chilled in downtown
I don't hear the guy. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's hear something real quick.
Atlanta. I know what it's like. Hood boogers, they're everywhere. And nobody's mama wants you to hang out with any of these kids. And they tell you stay away from the older kids on the corner doing you know what they're doing. Or don't go to that block party or don't do this. I've seen it myself. Nobody wants you to end up in that kind of lifestyle because you'll end up dead or in jail. It's that simple. So hood booger activities don't give you a good quality of life. Nobody wants their kid, as you're already struggling in the hood trying to escape. No one.
Hold up, man. He might be a so-called Spanish guy. I don't think he no white guy, man. You know, I mean, not saying white guys don't grow up in the hood, but hey, let's hear this here.
Out into society, that kind of ignorant culture, which is screwing it up for the rest of the people that are normal.
Going to help anyone psychologically, mentally, emotionally. It's only going to create more divisiveness, more anger, and more hate in society.
And when we see a lot of people, especially black people, joining that chorus, saying that I'm tired of black people too.
UPS helped grow my business.
See, they always trying to throw us in the same goddamn barrel, man. You know, put like the same barrel.
Thing, because here's the thing, that black person or the black people that are on the internet saying that can go somewhere and they're going to be already stereotyped into the group that they're trying to separate themselves from just because they're black.
That's the problem.
You actually have to be around people to see their behavior. You have to witness their behavior to actually understand who they are. But she could sit there and be in a crowd of a room of black people, and guess who all she's going to be included in that group as well.
Exactly. That's the problem.
You see how she tried to exclude a so-called black woman? She's going to be included in there. What the hell you mean? She's the one. Most likely, 9 times out of 10, she is the one that is loud, obnoxious, and nobody wants to be around. This is why you all are the least desired, man. This is why you all are the least desired women that anybody wants to be with. No matter what nationality it is. Nobody wants a loudmouth black woman. So-called black woman. I say black woman, I'm going to keep pushing black woman because this is what y'all push. You know, y'all love that black culture. Black this, black that, black that, black this. You know, we know that the black is a negative term, but you also, even you all still continue to push blackness. You all still continue to push that because that's part of your ignorance of not knowing that the term black is a negative term. All right, it literally means void of light and a whole host of things, but that's not what I'm going into. This Eve is the overall subject matter of what they talking about, but they're dancing around, just saying a so-called black woman.
This is what they're fighting against. The people in the black community are fighting against being labeled these things because of the ignorant few. This is exactly the problem that black people are having when they say I'm black and have black fatigue. Literally, I think this first comment says the black gentleman is literally the epitome of black fatigue manifested in human form. I'm black. And I see somebody like that, I just walk the other way. There is no expectation of having an actual intellectual conversation. It's frankly impossible. Why?
She's not doing anything that is going to help her or her race at this time.
All right, Angela, let's hear from you. Your thoughts about this black fatigue.
Well, with all due respect to Angela, number one, I really disagree with this. It is a completely behavior-based issue. And when white people, black people, Hispanic people are saying we have black fatigue because of the behavior of some black people, we've all seen it. We all know what it is. It's everywhere. And, you know, the issue is way more insidious than people realize. And I talk about how a lot of these things come back to what the Democrat Party has done to the black community purposefully, starting with the...
Who's the majority of a Democratic Republic? Black women. Let's see if she's going to call it out. I didn't get this far in the video. I want to see. Let's see if she's going to call it out.
Great Society of Lyndon B. Johnson, who he famously said, I'm going to have these N-words voting Democrat for the next 200 years. When Democrats said you don't need fathers in the home, you can be on welfare and have as many babies as you want. And oh, by the way, we're going to destroy public schools and we're going to make sure that behavior standards are seen as racist. So the out of control behavior that we've seen in the classrooms, in society, all over, is part and parcel of what the Democrat Party has done to the.
Ain't no dads in those schools arguing and fighting about no children. Those are what? Those are women, female women, black women.
What?
And also taking fathers out of the home, which is a huge problem in the black community. You don't think that affects them majorly, growing up without a father?
Huh? They getting in the thick of it. Let's see how they see if they're gonna stay along with it and just call it what it is. It's the black woman.
Especially being in an environment that's extremely violent and heightened emotionally. Every day could be your last, or everybody's mean mugging, or there's always some problem. Everybody's starving, looking to get a one up on each other.
I want to hear.
Right? You got to join gangs to survive this kind of shit. Like, of course, and your father's not present to help guide you, and you're raised by a mother who's super emotional, talks, the feminine energy placed in a man's body leads to these kinds of problems.
Huh? He almost there. He's almost there, y'all. He's almost there, y'all. Huh? He talking about the so-called black kids, the men, right? And in the process of who's raising those children for the men to be over sensitive. By what? By being raised by black women, man. Emotional, man. Always kissing on them all damn day long and just treating them like, that's why they turn the way they do. This is why most black men in the hood is okay with this gay shit. Because why? Because, women at first, you all are the one be pushing that shit, be pushing being gay. Being a damn sissy in the hood, and then you turn around and once it's turned, especially through we found out then what they did when it came to the Democrat, the more sisters got on more fast, got online and did what they do? They turned it around. They were telling, and now you women, they say I don't know how many years talking about what a good man is. What is a man? Now you got gay men telling women, so-called black women, what is a woman? And now you want to tell them that they don't know what a woman is, but you all don't waste your time talking about what a damn man is. So they don't have the right, which y'all the ones really the gay them ones, the majority of their rights for them to be what? Proud in their wickedness. Yeah. So you see how it backfired on you? It's backfired, and now you all are coming up against one another. But the Lord is beautiful, man. But soon none of this wickedness, this feminist behavior, and all these effeminate men, all of you are gonna die and burn over here in Babylon.
Black on black violence, the insane crime statistics, assaults, all that shit. What is that? That's fathers missing from the home with
Let's hear Jake. Let's see if Jake gonna be a damn. Let's see what Jake gonna do. You like his Jake talking? This so-called black man. Let's see if he's a damn simple. He gonna call it out what it is. Hold up.
The 45.
Hold up.
5-foot club.
Let's see if Jake gonna call it out what it is, y'all.
I mean, why are we all? What does the Democrat Party have to do with black people?
Everything.
Hold on. Okay. First of all, I think he asked Eugene. So last time I checked, I'm Eugene on stage. So the Democratic Party has nothing to do with black fatigue. What the original term from the actual black community of black fatigue was after every other community decided to vote. Since you want to talk politics, Donald Trump, then black folks said, we're going to sit this one out. We're going to let this thing burn down and we're going to go have a good time because we're tired.
He's not even talking about what she just addressed. He's now trying to...
Yeah, he got a simp. That's what we got here, y'all.
redefine black fatigue to steer the conversation in a different direction.
Most of these so-called black men, they are not going to go and come up against a so-called black woman. They're just not going to do it, especially right in their face. I wouldn't give a damn. That's why I don't give a damn if none of you all ain't on watching this. That's why I don't, you know what? Then let it live what it is. Y'all know how I feel. And for those of you listen to me, you know how I feel about that shit. I'm not calling out all. Can't say never say all. But there's very, 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 very few sisters that agree with what I say. Because most of you all are what? If you don't agree with what I say, and I'm reading the scriptures, the Bible. I'm reading the scriptures. If you don't agree with what I say, agree with the Lord say first, right? Because I'm a prophet of the Lord that I preach the truth, which is what the scriptures. Proverbs 9 and 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. That's most of you Eves. Don't know nothing.
He's got the hood booger regalia on. He's got a bunch of gold chains to show he's an activist. This hood booger mentality right here. You can't even have a conversation. That's why this dude right here said there's no expectation of having an actual intellectual conversation with this dude. And everybody in the comments is probably, as a black straight male, I'm tired of my people's reckless behavior, playing victim, and racism. Okay, so let's hear the redefinition.
That's Eve. Every time Eve, what happens when she get arrested? She don't pay no tickets. She don't have no license. She ain't got no tag. She ain't got no insurance. She had tickets, but she went to court, and she have not returned to court. So now she got warrants. And then the first thing she want to tell the cop, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't put your hand. That's entitlement, man. Ain't no damn so-called black man got all these things issued. No tag, no insurance. What I just said, would explain. None of these things. No license suspended. All these things, and then turn around and say, don't touch me. He just gonna go most likely gonna what? Gonna go on turn ahead. He know it's up. But look at one of them. Look it up. Pull up a video of a so-called black woman getting arrested, and the first thing she gonna say when the officer tell her don't touch me. Craziness, man. Non-accountability.
And complete dodging of accountability.
We have been struggling. Our grandparents, our great-grandparents.
Damn, we sound like a broken record, don't it? That goes a sensitive nigga raised by what? Raised by a so-called black woman. Here, right here. A prime example of Eve raising a simp, a sensitive nigga.
Our great.
There goes the victimhood mentality. Yeah. You know, typical, bro. Raised in a single-parent household, you could tell.
Great-grandparents.
Damn. I ain't seen this here, man. I haven't seen this here. I called it out, and he called it out right behind me. We sound like what? Broken records, man. You sound like broken records, man. I watched about 4 or 5 minutes of this here, and I said I'm gonna do a video on it. This is deep as I got. But as I call it, he's calling out right along with me. Damn, man.
Have been fighting this same fight. So if you guys want to turn out, you know, he said the N-word. Why don't you guys feel so comfortable? Just say it. Just go ahead and say the N-word. We're you know, if it's so okay.
You see this right here? Pause. Did you see this? Black fatigue. Black fatigue. Embarrassed. Mm-hmm. She's looking like black fatigue. She don't even want to hear it. She's just like, I can't believe this.
Oh, fatigue. If you don't want to recognize where we're
look at everybody. Everybody's just listening to him rambling on, and then look at the moment.
If it's so okay, if you're so fatigued, if you don't want to recognize the civil rights plight, go ahead and say the N-word. No one's stopping you. It's a free country,
not on
right?
this show, Eugene.
I mean, I'm just
about
saying.
To lose me my show.
but that's my point. It's a lot of things that they want to use code words, whether it's DEI, whether it's black fatigue. They just want to be able to say the N-word without being able to say the N-word.
So do you not find certain behaviors objectionable?
Listen. I live in a real community. I see a whole bunch of unruly white folks, Hispanic folks. So it's not just the black community, but we always want to emphasize on black when it's negative.
All right, we'll take a break there. Don't go anywhere. We'll continue our discussion after the break.
See, no accountability. No accountability. Let's see that's where you're going.
Welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. We continue our discussion on black fatigue tonight. The feeling involves the stress that some black people deal with when it comes to constant exposure to racism. But there are people on both sides and inside.
Let's see if we can. Let's get some of the benefit of the doubt. Okay, the other sister finna talk. Let's see what she gonna say. Let's see if she gonna take accountability for their acts for their actions of the sisterhood, because there's a such thing as a sisterhood. There's no such thing as a brotherhood. And maybe now against the sisterhood.
Well, whether you like Black fatigue as a name or not, it's the truth. Like, we're tired of the victimhood mentality, the trauma identification, the need for external, agreement. That's ridiculous. That's terrible for the Black community right now. That's terrible for the children growing up. I mean, there's so many broken homes, and I think that's the core foundation. Number one, I believe the core foundation is that the parents failed to not only unify the home, but also failed to put true identity in God in the children. So if you don't...
Who? I'm waiting for this sister to say who. Who's raising these children, raising 90 plus of these children in these homes? Who? Call it out. Let's see if she's going to call it out.
Don't have identity in God. You don't have identity at all. That's number one.
Do you at all see the Black community as a lost cause, or just some individuals? What?
I don't believe the Black community is a lost cause at all. I just believe that we need...
Damn lies, a lost cause. Let me show you another. I got another video here. Right, let me show you. Let me show you what accountability, what not taking accountability sound like again. This is ignorance right here. Let me get it right first. Hold up. Let me get it right first. This is a short that Anton Daniels has right here, right? Let's get this. Let's get this right here. Hit it. Hold on, turn this up. Listen to this foolishness right here, out this woman's mouth. Right here.
Feels like women aren't taking accountability. It's because women did take accountability, but it looked different. Their accountability was raising them kids. Their accountability was dealing with that pain that you caused. Their accountability was laying prostrate on the ground, crying out to God and working with Him.
Madness.
Praying to Him and asking Him to relieve them of that pain and that trauma that you caused. Yeah, the accountability was working the 2 and 3 jobs to take care of the kids that you helped her create, but that you abandoned. Yeah, the accountability was her going to therapy and possibly being put on medication so she can remain calm and have a clear mind.
Are these women crazy? Honest to God, I'm just going to ask a question. Are y'all crazy? Do y'all realize that y'all asked for the thing that y'all put yourselves in a position to deal with? Don't you understand that the government basically incentivized y'all to break up y'all families, and y'all took the bait, hook, line, and sinker, and now you got to swim upstream and you can't make it, and so as a result, you saying that you went to school, but in reality, all you did was put yourself in debt? That's not taking accountability. That's not even admitting that you were... Taking accountability is admitting that you're wrong. Taking accountability means taking ownership of the situation and then stop weaponizing your children against the father. Taking accountability is you admitting that you picked the wrong guy and that you chose to have children with him instead of trying to get mad at the guy that you knew wasn't shit, that was going to come back and then basically sleep on your couch, bust you down, but not necessarily send you no child support. Taking accountability is realizing that you should have married before you carried, and you should have, and you probably passed up on the man that was supposed to be your husband. That is what taking accountability is. And what taking accountability does is...
All right, man. So, hey, that's the whole point. Eve never take accountability for her actions. She make excuses for everything that she does. Whether, in 9 times out of 10, it's wickedness. It's wickedness. They never take accountability, man. Let's hit a little more of this sister right here.
Stop as a whole with all of this complaining. We need to move past the past and, become better. As an American, my parents were actually Nigerian. They came here in the 80s and they grew up here. They had me and my brothers, and we're all successful and not one complaint through our entire childhood. They said, work for what you need, work for what you're going to get. And you will get it. God placed talent in all of us, black, white, whatever you may, call yourself. But God placed, all of these great things within us. Why should I now say, oh, well, a white person thinks this of me, or there's racism here and there? I don't think about that. I don't wake up every morning and have.
Yeah, you're comfortable. You still have a comfortability. That's what the white man gonna say right here. Let's see what he got to say.
Thinking about your speech. The term we're talking about is black. What was it again? It's
fatigue.
Okay. So on black fatigue, come from somebody, and I think I agree with her tremendously, having a school for 3 decades, was the first hip-hop dance school in the country. It's a cancer to tell a young kid that they're oppressed, that they're less than, and the world's against them. Right from the beginning, you're setting a standard by which they have to overcome something, when really you need to put God in them and tell them how great things are for them.
Amen.
So I was never...
That'd be a lie. See, he's full of shit. He's full of shit. Let Eve going back talking again. Let's hear Eve again. Let's see if she's going to take some accountability, y'all. Let's see.
Topic has come back up is because of the viral video that recently came out of the woman that called a 5-year-old.
She's a damn sex therapist, y'all. Rapist and certified sex therapist. Man, I tell you.
Autistic kid the N-word.
Mm-hmm.
And then she raised $700,000 by a Christian organization, and I am Christian as well, so I just want to put that out there as well. And she raised $300,000 from another organization. I don't know if she actually got that money, but then this video from the person who originally started putting this on TikTok came out in reference to that.
Yeah.
Now, I am a first-generation American as well, and I was taught a certain way as well, but
the reason that kicked off is because, let's put it simply, a white kid was killed by a black kid who then received over $500,000 and bailed out of jail, which caused everybody to see just how ridiculous things are becoming, where you can murder a child in school because you were told to get up. It doesn't matter what. You're not even supposed to have a knife in school.
Well, that shit go both ways. How many times white men have killed, have taken their lives and deleted black men, and they raised millions of dollars for them to get them on a turn and everything. Come on, man. This shit here is, we see where we at. We see what's going on. Let's see what this guy here is. What he got right here. The rest of this shit is hogwash. Let's see what this is right here.
Capabilities down to the individual. And before I get lost in the sauce here, actually, one second, I wanted to find a video. Here we go. So this guy's got a really great explanation on what the fatigue is, and I'll play it for you guys.
Black fatigue. This video might make you uncomfortable, but it needs to be made. There's a growing sentiment, most recently, of individuals who are proclaiming they do have black fatigue. And you don't have to be a non-black person to have black fatigue. What does that phrase actually mean? Essentially, black fatigue is a growing weariness of the actions of the quote-unquote black community. But it goes deeper than that, because we are in 2025 now, and we are being judged based on the content of our character and not the color of our skin. But the interesting part is, the lie that's been sold to the black community in particular is that the color of our skin dictates the content of our character. That's why in the black community, sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, you are acting white, when they're talking to someone like myself who doesn't act the way most people would expect a conventional black person to act. In their minds, there is a correct way to act.
Yeah, this nigga got married to a white woman. He ain't finna say, he's not gonna call it out. They're not gonna call it out. So hey, that's what we got. They are not going to call it out. Because why they not going to call it out? Because one thing about E, it's the sisterhood, they get right on your ass. And go what? Come at you. They're gonna come at you when you call them out. They're gonna come at you when you call them out. I don't give a damn. I ain't never gave a damn. We the brothers as preaching this truth. We never gave a damn about no Eve, because we know that Eve is wicked. Eve is wicked. So the scripture that I first started off with, I'm not going to stay long. I'm going to read about 2-3 precepts and I'm going to close this out. Which is Job 39 and 17. Because God, thy power, has what? Deprived her of wisdom. Neither has he what imparted to her understanding. They have little to no understanding. They don't know how to reason. They don't know how to raise children, because they think raising children is buying them every damn thing they want and feeding them. No, there are more to children than buying them things and giving them and allowing them, giving them every damn thing they want. They think that the more shit that they buy their children, the more expensive shit they buy them, the more they love them. No, you don't know what the hell you're doing. Proverbs 9:13, a foolish woman is clamorous, and most of them are what? Are clamorous. Huh? Now this scripture here, it's a twofold scriptures. It goes into wisdom, but we know wisdom is women is compared to what? Women, and vice versa, right? Meaning it goes into what? Understanding, right? A foolish woman is clamorous, she is simple, and knoweth nothing. For she sitteth at the door of her house on a seat in high places of the city, to call passengers who ride on their way. Who is simple, meaning she's what? Simple. She's simple. Different goes into what? Most likely philosophies, right? Different philosophies, because they are what? They Eve. You go to the so-called black church, a Baptist church. Who's gonna be in there? Eve. Black consciousness, community, Muslim, all this mess is what? It's simple, because it's what? It's ways of man, which is what? The so-called white man. And you can't never talk about Eve and never talk about the so-called white man. They are what? They are one and the same, meaning that they are what? They have a mission, and their mission is to keep shit fucked up in the manner that it is until Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah come down here and destroy their asses to what? To make things back what? And righteousness. And get these two what? Devils, where the evil, the wicked of the earth is the wicked, which Esau, even the so-called white man, and their counterpart is Eve. Whoso is simple, let him turn hither. And as for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. Go again, philosophies. Who is the main one that is committing spiritual adultery against me? As a whole, all of us, at one point and one time, was committing spiritual adultery against the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he knoweth not the dead are there. In that her guesses are in the depths of hell, meaning what? The pit or grave. This is your future. This is your future, Eve. The pit, the grave, hell. And hell is a condition. Hell does not have anything to do with being under the ground and burning forever. Proverbs 10 and 10 and 13. In the lips of him, when the scriptures say him, he means what? Him, men and women. But the scriptures is referred to what? Him in more of a term when referring to the scripture when reading the scriptures, and it goes into him. When they talk about her, it goes into again wisdom, and wisdom is compared to what? To a woman. In the lips of him that has understanding, wisdom is found. But a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding. Then there was wrong with Eve too, man. There was wrong with Eve, wicked ass. They're what? as children, they was not whipped. That rod across their back, because why? This is why you see the out of control and this of our people, especially the women. And they're what? They're gadding abroad, they doing what the hell they want to do. You know, I always talk about a girl trip. A girl trip meaning what? There are a bunch of whores what traveling to what? Foreign countries to do what? Wickedness. This is Titus 1 and verse 15. Unto the pure, meaning the elect, all things are pure. But unto them that are what? Defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. But even their mind and conscience is what? Is defiled. They profess that they know God. They always talk about they know the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, which is Jesus. When they go to quoting Jesus, you know they don't know a damn thing anyway. They profess that they know God, read it verbatim, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work, what? A damn reprobate. And the wickedness continues, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. Ecclesiastes 26 and verse 7. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro, and he that has hold of her is as though what? He held a scorpion. Anytime you're dealing with Eve, you what? She's up and down, back and forth, because her what? Because this is her, she has a portion of the devil's kingdom, which is Esau, Edom's kingdom. So she's always going to create, she's never happy. You can't make Eve happy, no matter what you buy, no matter what you do for her, or whatever. You could be a multi-millionaire. And what do? They turn around and do what? Try to take all his money. And he's buying, what that damn fool name, just married that girl, or just married that young lady, that football player, what is his name? Travis Hunter, just married that woman. Ooh, Lord, a fool, I tell you. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that has hold of her, is what? Is as though he held a scorpion. Wicked is hell, man. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is what is given to him that fears the Lord. So, I'm not going any further. I was going to read down a little further, but hey. Let me read this here. Verse 26. A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all. But she that dishonoreth her husband, and you can't tell Eve to honor her husband. She will what? She will cuss you out. She will get upset and probably jump in your face, be trying to fight you. This is the behavior that we as so-called black men have to what? To entertain. A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride is hell, shall what? Shall be counted ungodly of all. So you all that don't honor your husband, you are counted as ungodly of all. Verse 27, a loud crying woman in a scald shall be brought out to what? To drive away the enemies. So on that note, man, I'm going to say, call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rekah HaKodash, Shalom.